So the Prophet sent ashab, teachers, to go and teach new Muslims. Amidst the group is Amr ibn Fuhayra. Teachers to teach a new people. As they travel to the tribe of this chief, on the way they camp at night or in the afternoon. And as they camp, they get ambushed. So they're busy with their campfires. A couple of them have gone and taken the camels out to graze. The rest of them are sitting, getting ready, and ambush comes and they kill them, merciless. Every one of them slaughtered. Stabbed, slaughtered, you know what I mean, killed. So the 2 or the 3 that had gone to graze the animals, they came back and they saw massacre. So as you can imagine, emotions override. He screams, he jumps in to try to avenge his friends, and they don't want to hurt him. They've tied him up. They capture him. So he says, let me go and I'll show you what I'll do. So what will you do? I'll fight again. So they release him, he fights again, they tie him up again. But no one wants to kill, they've killed everyone else, but no one wants to kill these guys. It's a strange situation. So one of them said, come, look at the dead. And the hadith is in Bukhari, but I'm joining it with another hadith for a more complete faham of because the understanding gets limited otherwise. So he came and looked at all the slain Muslims, and can you imagine, these are your brothers in Islam taught brotherhood, so he's crying obviously, and they ask him, is there anyone here missing who was amidst your camp? But he said, yes, there's one person missing. So he said, who is he? So he said, Amr ibn Fuhayra. So he said, who was he amidst you? And he said, the best of us. Early Muslim, migrant, helper of the Prophet, in the hijrah with the Rasul, the best of us. So he said, come. And he took him to a man who was dazed, just looking out blank. His name is Jabbar, not Muslim. He says, this is Jabbar. Jabbar, tell him what happened. So Jabbar said, I came from behind him, behind Amr ibn Fuhayra. And I got my spear and I dug it in his back. And the blade came out of his front. The normal reaction you would anticipate as, a scream, agony. So he went, and he looked and he saw blade has come out. And he put his hand under it and blood. And then he smiles and he says, Fuztu wa Rabbul Kaaba. I succeeded by the Lord of the Kaaba. At the point of death, when you're supposed to cry, give wasiyah to your Fuztu wa Rabbul Kaaba. I succeeded by the Lord of the Kaaba. So he says, I pulled the blade out like maybe I've missed it, And he goes, he went up. Can you imagine? From the ground, up, until he disappeared in the clouds. So his friend said, he goes, the angels took him. Fuztu wa Rabbul Kaaba. I succeeded by the Lord of the Kaaba. Because he lived a life on the obedience of Allah and on the obedience of the Rasul. And when death came, however it came, he was successful. And the greatest success, my dear brothers, as described by Allah and His Prophet, فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز. The one who traverses over Jahannam and enters Jannah, indeed he is successful. And the way to do it, وَمَنْ يُطْعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ فَازَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. Whoever obeys Allah and obeys the Rasul, whoever lives a life of a true Muslim على بصيرة, with clear understanding of the deen, indeed he has become successful in this life and in the next. May Allah Rabbul Izzah grant me and you success in this life